the end of the world. I'm not trading this. Gartley patterns don't work. I'm going to go on and bounce to something else. But what ended up happening is what we just continued with the plan. We took our 10 losses, and the way I think about it now is, well, those losses are going to come eventually. Like we know our trade plan isn't 100% accurate. So when those losses comes, it's just making room for the winners. And we traded through it, and we took 10 losses in a row, and then we came back, and I think I won like 15 out of the next 20, and ended up with a profitable month.
There is, when you're learning how to do that,
mm-hmm.
that it's if you're locked away in your basement or locked away in your bedroom on your laptop doing it on your own, there is such a benefit to having somebody else there like you who says, hey, it's okay. It sucks to have 10 losing trades in a row, but to help keep you focused and grounded like that. Because I remember, man, when I was learning how to do this, it was just, that was one of the toughest things, was being all alone and having to like do a little self-psychology on my mind to try and keep me grounded.
Well, yeah, it stinks. And honestly, I remember during that time, I really started, I'm a confident trader, obviously. I really started to doubt myself a little bit. I'm saying, wait a minute, am I doing something wrong? And then, luckily, we have the support in the live room as well where, I can't miss a trade. I have to take a Gartley pattern. If, say, Lax is in the live room, and he sees me losing, he's in the same trade, now it's okay. And I remember we had a rough pattern month sometime beginning this year, and we got a lot of emails from old 12-week transformation members and say, man, something's wrong. I'm just not getting it. I just, it seems like all these patterns are losing this week or this month. What's wrong with me? And I'm saying, well, look, man, I've been taking the losses too.
Let's take the losses, yeah.
Yeah, but now they're like, okay, well now it's okay. It's not me. It's just the pattern, and it gives them the confidence to stick through it, and then eventually see those winners come back. They will come back.
What's really powerful is when I show you guys the live room equity curve. And you see, we're sitting here talking about, the string of losses and painful losses that we took in the live trading room. Wait till you see the equity curve. Wait till you see what that consistency does and what it's able to produce over time if you're willing to take those losses. Because 90% of traders fail when the losses come. Nobody's failing because they're making too much money. There are very few traders who are being decimated in the market because they're too greedy. Okay, most of them are being, just being eaten up when the losses start to come. They cannot continue to trade through the drawdown.
And let me add something to that. I saw Lee just wrote and said, but you said you had to take a step back and wait to see how the Gartleys laid out for another month or so. And that brought up a good story. Even though I was frustrated with the Gartley pattern during a period of time, what I told myself is, I can't just pack my stuff up and stop trading. I'll continue to trade them through the entire year. At the end of the year, I'll do evaluation. I'll see, am I trading them right? Are they hitting the numbers that I project them to hit? And then make a decision there. If I would have just packed up and said, you know what, this is stupid, no more Gartleys, I would have lost out on a lot of money, because we had the last two months of the live room have been on fire, and mainly we've been hitting Gartleys at about an 80% rate. Which now they're not an 80% pattern, but we've taken our losses early on, so now it's time for the winners to start taking control.
Pattern, and now it's back to that 60-70 range. Yeah, it averages itself out. All right, that's cool. Well, hey, you guys feel like learning the Gartley pattern? Who wants to learn a pattern? All right. Beautiful. And then after that, I'm going to teach it to you. We're going to do a little Q&A. Then we're going to answer some questions, and then we're going to take a break and come back, and I am going to tell you about the course. Now, I told you before, I'll give you a little insight here. I told you we were looking for 100 people. Well, 2 people called us on the phone last night and really made a compelling case. So we went ahead and we already sold 2 of the spots. So we're now looking for 98 traders. So just again, if you're on that list, you're going to be getting an email as soon as I start that presentation, and that'll give you about 20 or 30 minutes or so to get your order in. Okay, let's move on to the Gartley pattern.